what y'all up to, man? It's 5 in the morning. West Sea for Leah near. Boy, we up early. Love you guys for rocking with your boy, rolling with your boy. We're going to get into this today. We got us a great show. We're going to start off, obviously, with the headline and Jed York getting caught up a little bit, as they say. He was hard up for something. So, we're going to talk about that. Deshaun Watson named the QB1 right after our show yesterday. So now we got to get into it today. He's a starting quarterback, and the people who support him, and also those who are saying, dog, we can't believe this is the reality. More of the fallout from Enes Kanter wearing a woman's shirt and getting kicked out of the game. A lot of people have been divided on this conversation, this issue. We're going to dive into that. Jamil Hill responds to Slick Rick the Bucher in his criticism of the WNBA and their lack of diversity of thought and representation in their coverage. Basically, it's the go along, get along girl gang. And he's like, yo, I got a problem with that. So we're going to dive into that. LeVar Ball calls out all the ultimate dads. So that's like Dwayne Wade Sr., I guess. Jason Tatum daddy, Jaylen Brown daddy, etc. And Charles Barkley going to talk about the time he played drunk. He said he did it many times, but played drunk, and other players too, or some of those war stories. We're going to swap about all of that. Look at us on time today. I'm proud of us right now. Proud of us. And then we got to shift the tone at the end, and we're going to get into it today for sure. The Bills star, Ed Oliver, and his son drowning. Yeah, that's tough. Don't even want to talk about it right now. But loving you guys, how you rocking and rolling out there? What's going on with you? I know that a lot of people have been chiming in saying, how you doing, Wiley? Wiley is doing great every single day. Things get better, things get stronger, things get more normalized in terms of what the future is. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I just think that it's like what they always say, the old adage is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. Got to get into that. So let's go. Let's talk some talk. Let's walk some walk. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all up in your feels, brother. And love to you guys. One thing about me, I got to just let you guys know, I love communicating with you guys. I love reading comments. I know a lot of people don't like that. They talk about how you shouldn't be in the comments and how it can affect you. Look, I hear good stuff about myself every day, and I hear bad stuff about myself every day. I am fine because that's my expectation. I'm not going to win every room, every arena you go in. Not everyone's going to cheer you. Not everyone's going to boo you. So I think if you can't read the comments, you're probably not in a healthy mindset to begin with. You're expecting all love. What the hell are you? Not even Jesus had that. So what you talking about? Anyway, point is, I read your comments. However, one of my rules is, and this is not to tell you or dissuade you from writing negative comments, but I don't respond to negative comments because I don't feed the negativity. You get it? So just know I see it, but I ain't going to respond to you because I don't feed negativity. But I feel you. So y'all can write negative comments all you want. This is not to shorten that list. It's just to let you know you won't get me to respond to you, okay? I don't give in to negativity. That's the same thing as if you walk up to me, bump me, tell me, what's up, homie? And I'm with my itty bitties. I'm not about to, what's up, homie, you back. I'm going to be like, okay, all right. Walk with my itty bitty. Then I'm going to go, chirp, chirp. Then I'm gonna go like Game said, double back, call my cousins, and it's over. All right, let me stop. I'm just playing with you. All right, let's get into these topics. What we got first? We gotta get into Jed York. What happened? Damn, went to Ohio and said, "Oh, hi, ho." Oh, I mean, hi, oh. I'm telling you, dog. I missed my calling as a lawyer. I missed my calling as a stand-up comedian. He went to Ohio and said, "Oh, hi, ho." I mean, oh, hi, oh. I had a friend that used to say that all the time. I said, where you from? He was like, oh, hi, oh. Name was Johnny Harper, our fullback. I was like, why you keep saying it like that? Just say Ohio, damn it. Anyway, we're going to get into that. Let's get to the picture and article first of him. Jed York, vainglorious. Got caught slipping. Man, a sting operation? Woo. I mean, I remember many trips we took together as a team to, you land in the city, you go to the strip club, blah, blah, blah. Man, what if it was a sting operation? God dang. She's just sitting on my lap. Yeah, sir, but the pole is on the stage. Why is she on the pole right now? Uh-oh. 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 Here comes the hammer. Oh, I gotta find this one, the first one. Man, it's the oldest profession in the game, they say, right? And it's the oldest story. Look how women catching people up. Raise your hand if you've been caught up by a woman before. God dang. It ain't their fault. It's just the only option we got, right? You know what I mean? But damn, fault too, because it's like, all right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get involved. Okay. So report, Jed York allegedly arranged to pay $140 for sex at a trailer park. That much? Let me stop. He should have went to Colombia. God dang, it would have been cheaper. 140, that's the whole week. Let me stop. Let me stop and let me not do this on this show. It's too early in the morning for that kind of coffee. But God dang, 140? Boy, she must have had a 10-to-1 discount. Like, you get to go 10 times for 140. More details are emerging regarding 49ers owner Jed York's Sunday arrest, and within a day, no contest plea in Ohio. No contest. Whoa, that's a tough meeting with your lawyer. When he like, what do we plead? Not guilty? He like, come on, dog, stop playing. He's like, one, he has FU money, so he ain't really tripping on what we talking about. He, at least if he has a healthy mindset, he's not. It's not just because he has money, it's because this won't affect his money, right? I mean, whatever. Oh, we're not going to endorse. Oh, pull our Visa ads, pull our MasterCard ads, pull our Amazon ads. He like, pull them. Somebody else going to push them. Somebody else going to push their product. Oh, it's cheap over there for the 49ers now. This is when you get to that threshold, when you can be like, all right, y'all leaving? Who coming? Right? Right? You've seen it all the time. Your boy break up, your girl break up, and then it's like, oh, nobody wants your sorry ass. Nobody wants your sorry ass. Next time you see them out, it's 10 girls or 10 dudes around them. Like, ain't nobody tripping on you like that. Ain't nobody, you can't cast away nobody. Everyone always gets some love. So he gonna rebound from this. The organization's gonna take a little dent in PR. Their bottom line is gonna be just fine. So York ultimately pleaded no contest to disorderly conduct. Disorderly, that's what they call it. Isn't that the same thing as when I'm loitering or I'm out front of a restaurant just chilling and they arrest me or something? That's disorderly conduct. Messing with the homeless people, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, move, bum. You know what I'm saying? Doing that kind of stuff. And they be like, oh, we're going to arrest you for disorderly. That ain't the same what he did. So we need to get some more definitions of these phrases. In possession of criminal tools. They call your thang-a-lang a criminal tool? See, right now, when it's stories like this, which are pretty obvious, blatant, but it's like, we could talk through this. There's some lessons in here. And also, it's kind of like very newsworthy. We got to have fun with it. The levity has to lead, right? I'm not coming over here to preach. I am the last person to preach about, holier than thou. I can't do that. And if I come across that way, my bad. I am dirtier than everybody else that's here, except the light ain't on me right now. It's on you. Possession of criminal tools. 2 balls and a strike. The disorderly conduct charge initially was a charge of engaging in prostitution. Oh, I've always had this crazy conversation with friends about what prostitution is. And, we know what it is explicitly. Hey, girl, what's cracking? And she like, what? What you want, daddy? And he like, 140. What? She like, oh, you're under arrest. That's prostitution, okay? But what is this? Hey, excuse me, have you been coming to this yoga class for a while? Yeah, I actually have. This is like my second year. I've never seen you here. It's your first time? Yeah, it's my first time. That was a tough class. And I saw you and I was using you as my guide because I couldn't do half of the things. I just kept looking at you like, wow, there's something to look forward to, get better. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. He's like, yeah, I've also looked forward to getting to know you. That boy's smooth. He's like, I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Oh, you're so sweet, so kind. So if you don't mind, maybe we go out for a bite. This is how you did him with the soft one. Go for some coffee. It's 4:30 p.m. I don't know coffee. You want to go out for some coffee or something? Something harmless, right? You want to go out for burritos and coffee? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Here's my Instagram. Knowing damn well she checking that DM real quick to put you on that WhatsApp, to put you right back in her iMessage. Why don't we just get each other text phone? I like getting Instagrams too. I get it. Anyway, then she's like, so what would you like to do? You know what? It's a little late. Let's just go to dinner. Let's go to Ruth Chris, get that sweet potato casserole in their head. All right, y'all do that. That bill gonna run about $213 at least. All right, she getting drinks, she getting dirty martinis, you getting the old fashions, right? All right, now we have about 300. And then y'all go back and mess around and hey, y'all adults. Is that prostitution? I know it's not under the strict, explicit definition. But you just paid to play. Y'all see the thumbnail? I've always had this conversation with all my teammates and everything. We'd be like, no, dog, no matter who you are, what you got to pay. If y'all know who KD is, he used to say ass, gas, or cash. Nobody rides for free. Ass, gas, or cash. Nobody rides for free. Y'all ain't heard that album? It's a classic album, at least West Coast. All right, so via the California Post, court documents revealed that York, was that prostitution I just described, responded to an ad. Oh, he responded to an ad. They hit him with the blinky, that thing that pops up, a pop-up. Hey, you in Ohio? Oh, you're not, but you got a private jet and you would like to be here? I got some $140 cake for you. Responded to an ad on a known prostitution website in Columbiana County, Ohio, and arranged to have sexual activity with the female in exchange for $140. That sentence is all bad. This is not with judgment. This is with like, damn, look how they set you up. Trust me, I know how to be set up. Columbiana, like it said Columbia in there, and it spelled like Columbia the University, but they meant to spell it like the country. Columbiana County, Negro, abort mission. If you talking about some poom poom, if you're trying to get some pom pom, and it say Columbiana, and you in America, run. That's a setup, bro. You in trouble. God dang. Arranged to have sexual activity with the female in exchange for $140. What that ad look like? I gotta see that ad. That's a hell of an ad. They like, yeah, okay. I want to see that ad. What that ad look like? You just sitting there typing. You know, when are the owners meeting? He in Chat GPT. When are the owners meetings? Boom. And it shows all this stuff, and it has a link, and he clicked the link. And soon he clicked the link, it pop up. Columbiana County. And the girl go like, are you going to the owners meetings? Before you get there, wouldn't you like to be relaxed? Damn. Look, I know it's enticing. I guarantee you the ad didn't look bad. Maybe when he got to that trailer park, she was a pure mess. But I'm telling you, that ad looked fresh. I know how the mask looked. Per the report, York went to the meeting location. Oh, he went on a solo creep in your Jeep. It's the BRAT. No, I didn't take my medicine. A trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio. First of all, you're going to Columbiana? You're going to Columbia and Palestine? God dang. She putting you through it. You're going to East. Ain't no place in the world where the East side is a good side. East Palo Alto, nope. East St. Louis, nope. East side of LA, nope. East LA, nope. East Palestine, abort, dog. Go call downstairs and get some lotion. Get some lotion, brother. He was taken into custody after a law enforcement agent from the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force determined that York, man, this is serious. I know I'm joking just because I'm trying to make light of it, laugh at his pain, but god dang, determined that York had in his possession his cellular device, which was used to arrange the criminal act, which apparently means that the criminal tool was the cell phone. Okay, I thought they were talking about the two balls and a strike. Damn. There are websites out there that kind of like take you behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that spot that you see, that storefront you see, you can hit a website and it'll be like, that ain't what you think. Like in Rush Hour or something. You'd be like, what? York undoubtedly will be subject to discipline under the personal conduct policy. Oh, of course. Goodell, that's a tough call. Goodell got to call you and say, look, man, you know, I ain't got, say less, right? Say less. You know what I got to do. I work for you, but I also work for the people in image and perception, even though I work for you. Like Goodell got to find his own boss, right? He got to give punishment to his own boss. That's one of his 32 bosses. The NFL has not yet responded to an email seeking comment on the potential for York receiving punishment under policy. Hell no, they ain't. They're like, what are we supposed to say? He was hard up. Man, look. All right, let's keep the energy going on this. I hope that was funny because I don't know where the hell to take that. I ain't know what to do with that other than just report it. But don't report it like, oh my God. Like, anyway, I've seen all the jokes. I've seen all the memes. I've seen all the stuff out there. Funny, funny, funny. Let's get to some reactions on it. Let's see what people are saying about it. And get some more before we move on. Okay, so I know Nightcap and I know Ocho says something. Let's go to the one we see. The first one we see is Ocho. See what Ocho got to say about it. Speak easy. Speak easy on this subject right here. You better speak easy.
$140 not even gonna pay for the test that you better make sure she took before you got with her. Shedeur, you make too much money to be this sloppy.
Yeah, start there.
That's
okay. Well, he didn't start there. He started about with the test she got to take, and like I don't know, dog. There's channels that like a television. You could turn to a channel and it could be G-rated, and it's going to tell you, oh my God, if you meet the young lady, first thing you should do is not have premarital sex. Wait till you get married, right? Right? Purist, holier than thou, Bible, good. Let's turn to another channel. Oh, well, you met the young lady. Make sure that you guys really have a future and plan together, and then you can talk about maybe integrating your lives. You turn another channel, you keep turning them channels to the point where you're like, one night stand. Like, I don't even know her last name. I don't like when we always purify things, and we ain't learning from no purification system. Like, we ain't gonna learn from, oh man, you better get her tested. And man, shut up. How many times you don't mess with a girl and you ain't got her tested? So now we're gonna profess. This ain't to come at Ocho. I'm using what Ocho said. So now we're gonna profess, oh, you better get her tested. Man, shut up. He saw her, he thought it was all to the good. She said it was all to the good. And I'm not even gonna use this example because it's illegal. But just in real life, your ass go down to Cheesecake Factory tonight and you say, damn, look at her at the bar. And she said, damn, look at him at the bar. Y'all going to the clinic before y'all go home? That's the only thing I say. Now, what he's saying about the money, that ain't a lot. That is real. Like, to be this sloppy is what he's saying. Like, pay for it, dog. But pay for it for real. There are people, and I've seen some of these cats, like them uber wealthy people. There are people who hover around them, always with them, that protect them, the security, but also make sure everything is smooth. I got a guy that's an NDA guy. All he do is hand out the NDAs. He's like, oh, you like this? You like this? You like this? You like this? Here, sign. Give me your phone. You like this? Okay, if not, bye-bye. And the craziest thing is I see countless girls, they all say yes or they all sign or whatever. You know why? Because they like, there's two things. They either say, hey, I know what it is and I'm all good. So it becomes transactional, which is sad, but it's real. Or two, if I get out of line and protest, like, what? What are you talking about? That line to come right back in for somebody else is longer than the one leaving out. So they feel like FOMO. It's weird. It's crazy. But I mean, you climb that mountain, it gets crazy up there.
the real thing. Like, Jed, you make way too much money to be this sloppy. You probably are valued at $10+ billion. And you are with a $140 prostitute. You could afford an escort. You could afford all of OnlyFans. You could probably buy OnlyFans. And you with a $140 prostitute at a trailer park with all them coins?
Okay, nothing wrong with Ocho saying. Let's just give a devil's advocate approach. I need to start saying that more so I get in less trouble with people because they be thinking I'll be attacking them. I'll be like, nah, dog, you just didn't say it all. There's two sides to every coin. Let's flip it. Okay, as a man, and in terms of attraction that comes from a man to a woman, one thing we don't care about is cost. One thing we don't care about is how much she make, how much she worth, how much she value. We don't give a damn. We ain't no woman. Woman look at a man like, oh, I like him. I'm cool with him. Where he work at? What kind of job he got? Now she get turned off. Or she could get turned on. She could look at somebody and don't care about him. Wow, look at that fat old sloppy old dude. You better stop looking at me. Why are you licking his lips? What are you drinking? Golly, stop looking at me. And then her homegirl be like, that guy's still staring at you. And she's like, he better stop before I call security. And she like, shit, you better not call security. He bigger than security. Then her boyfriend shows up. Her homegirl's boyfriend shows up and like, oh, snap. Guess who that is? And she's like, who? And she like, that big old dude? You're like, you know what that is? That's blah, blah. That's Marcellus Wiley. No, I'm gonna stop. that's so-and-so. I don't want to put this on nobody's name, so I ain't gonna say no name. That's so-and-so. Yo, I'm gonna go get a picture. Can you come, baby, come take a picture with me. Then all of a sudden, and then your homegirl said, why are they taking a picture with that dude? Who he supposed to be? And then she like, all right, I'll take a picture. Y'all want one together too? Yeah, me too. Then he like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. I was seeing you earlier. You know, you look amazing. And she like, thank you. That happens 1,000 times. So women can get turned on just because you got something. Men, there's some dudes out there. I know some dudes that be groupie, but most dudes don't care. They be like, she fine. I don't give a damn if she broken or rich. She fine. Women, it's a heavy consideration. So let's not lie, act like the $140 was a deterrent. Matter of fact, it was like, that's it. He like, I done found Walmart. I done found Costco. 140? Oh, it's a wrap.
And all that education, come on, Jed. Like, you got to pick a struggle. You can't be reckless and dumb. You can be reckless or dumb, but you can't be reckless and dumb. Reckless, escort without an NDA. Dumb, prostitute, trailer park, $140.
From an ad.
$140, it don't even buy you privacy. It might not even buy you exclusivity. $140 not even gonna pay
That is a great point.
for the test that you better make sure she took before you got with her. So like you can't be reckless and dumb.
I like how you ended that, Ocho. That's real. Like that's not enough to pay her to go away once she finds out that she just got rear-ended, pun intended, rear-ended by a Bugatti. Remember I told you the story of me. I got into an accident in a Rolls Royce. Hold on, this look a little foggy. Let me hook y'all up. Let me see if I come through in HD. Nope, same old dusty. Anyway, I got into a fender bender. I mean, I touched the car like this, bink, like this, bink, right? Maybe that. I don't even know if I touched the car, but I know like whatever. So I get out the car first, and I check on the lady and her passenger, and I'm like, "Are you guys okay? So sorry," and all this stuff. Because if you hit somebody from the rear, you know you're in the wrong. You're at fault. So I'm sorry, are you guys okay? Sorry. She's like, "Oh yeah, we're fine." She looking at her homegirl. They over there. No, we good. We chilling. We on the phone. Like they good. So I give her my driver license. I give her my information, and I was like, "You can take mine." She get out, and she see the car. Oh, I'm not lying, y'all. Oh, she started doing, she didn't do the all. She went like this. Next day, the lawyers and insurance agencies and all that start talking. I almost killed her. She just woke up out the coma yesterday. Like, I was like, what? The thing that saved me is I had her on recording audio. I always record, like, I don't do the video because I ain't trying to get shot, but I should maybe. I had it on the recording audio. You could hear her saying, "Oh, fine, I'm good. And then, no, you ain't. So anyway, Jed, you ain't paying for this to go away with 140. Because once she realized she just got hit by a Rolls Royce, if she don't get you then, it's gonna be that Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne song. She gonna get you later. What's that song called? When she was talking about the setup. Okay, let's get one more in, one more response to this, and let's move on. I want to go to Nightcap. What they talking about? Yeah, let's see what they talking about. I know they got jokes on this. They funny over there. Let's go.
Constitution website in Columbiana County, Ohio,
What?
and arranged to have
In
sexual
Ohio?
huh?
Yeah, I've been there. It's about 120. Real
What
quick.
you do? What you was doing there?
It's $140. He went
To do what?
He went to the meeting location at a trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio.
Yeah.
He was taken into custody after law enforcement agents and morning, Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force determined that York in his possession his cellular device that he used to arrange the criminal act.
Okay, yeah, thank you, y'all. I see you, Mona Lisa, trap music, Bones, Mike, Mona Lisa. Oh, that's a great song. Not a song you could dance to or do all that shit to, but boy, listening to it, you're like, yo, that's a good song. Anyway, you imagine his heart rate. You imagine the anxiety. You imagine the shame you have when you about to go up in that trailer park they showed, and then all of a sudden, your mind gotta flash to, oh, fuck. The whole, like, your first thought gotta be, the whole world about to see me do this, right? And for all y'all who say like, yo, racism and the system is rigged and all this stuff, which I see a lot of it too. I agree with some of it to a lot of it. What I do want you to take notice of, and this is the thing, this is our on this show, we talk about sociology and psychology. Some will call that gossip, but it's really the patterns and behaviors of life and human beings. Anyway, y'all remember my mugshot? And it's little old me. Look at this. Now that's a perk shot. That is a perp shot. They got the height thing. They got them in the orangey. They took my mugshot just this tight, and they didn't even show. I don't think I changed yet. Maybe I did into that blue jumpsuit that looked like me. But point is, mine looked like, you almost can say, if you didn't know the mugshot, that's a tight ass selfie. Look at this. They could have your boy out there like that, and he a billionaire. Just want y'all to take notice when things defy the stereotype, when things go against your ingrained knowledge or your agenda. Take notice. If that were me and then he had the tight mugshot, I know what y'all would say. Oh my God, look how they did Marcellus. They put him on the old stereotypical one, and then look what they did to J. York, just a tight little mugshot, just tight little selfie. See what I'm saying? This is how my mind thinks. That's why I don't think like y'all, and y'all don't think like me. I don't like groupthink, because I notice when things don't go the way they're supposed to go. Peep that.
York was sentenced to 2 days in jail in order to pay $1,150 in fine. The NFL said in a statement that the league is aware of the matter, which will be reviewed under the personal conduct policy.
Give me some
Ocho?
Hey, the man just trying to get a little hoo-ha.
Oh, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, Joe, man. You think the man, because he's worth $1 billion, he don't want to get it, he don't want to wear his whistle.
Hey,
Man,
listen,
you worth $1 billion, man. Come on, man. You shouldn't have to do all that.
Sometimes you like him
sorry.
pure. You like him lazy.
Yo.
You know, he could have bought a room full of people who would have obliged for $140. I don't know, you ain't getting that, but $14,000 gonna feel like $140 to him. Like, what is this? What are y'all talking about? Like, he could have called up 20 of the homegirls, right? We get it.
Hey, Joe, the man don't want no ties. I'm getting in and I'm getting out.
Hold on.
Hey, Joe, at the time with a little hoo-ha number for inflation.
150 at a trailer park. That's what he pulled up to?
Then the ones that got all the moves.
Are y'all tripping?
Hey, remember I told you, Joe? She had more moves than $100 hooker.
Hey, Joe,
Then the ones that got the move, them 5,000, they don't do nothing but model.
Hey, listen.
It used
If
to be
I'd have-
$40.
I love us because all of us know more than we letting on to. Look at Shannon's face. Like, everybody know what we really want to say, but ain't nobody got the show in the channel to say it. I got a show that I'm developing that could go there. Part of the MenToo, part of what we're going to call it. Whatever the final name is of MenToo, hashtag MenToo. We're going to talk real shit. Like, y'all saw On the Rocks, and that's coming back, but this is going to be that level plus some. We got to go there, because how we going to learn from it if we don't really talk about it? Right now, they're dancing, I'm dancing. I'm going to tell you one raw story after this, and then we'll see if I'm still on the air. But he said them $100 ones is the ones. They hungry. Like, you know what I mean? Them undrafted free agents. Those are the ones that play special teams. Them first rounders ain't trying to run on kickoff.
Huh?
It used to be 40, Joe. You know, inflation.
Nah, man, hey, his awareness wasn't high enough for me, Uncle Ocho. Damn, if I pull up to a place and it look funny, I'm gone. I'm out. Nah, it don't look right. I'm gone. I ain't messing around.
Joe, so what you expected to look that you expected to pull up to a mansion? They charge $140.
I ain't put. If I'm a billion, I ain't pulling up to no damn trailer park. I know that.
You got a point.
You got a point, and you ain't got a point, man. Look, saying somebody a groupie and stuff, groupies wear it all different ways, like the devil. So I remember I was in church the one time I heard this, and I mean, this got to be a top 10 moment for me. I'm in church, and Bishop Noel Jones is where I used to go at this time. Shout out to him. I love that guy. Boy, you talking about hitting my heart and mind. My mom died and he prayed with me. Oh my God, gave me so much strength. Cause boy, I wasn't gonna tap out, but I was weak. I was like, Bishop, I don't know what to do. I'm zapped. I don't care. And he was like, we gonna care. So anyway, I'm indebted to that man for life just because of some of his wise words. Please leave all the other antics and stuff and conversation y'all got about my bishop alone because he's been on a reality show, so I know y'all know too much. Anyway, yo, when you in this situation and predicament, let's just be raw and real about it, right? I'm in church, and he says, you guys are getting suckered. You guys are getting fooled. He said, the devil only comes up to you wearing red with a pitchfork the first time. Hey, I'm the devil. After that, he comes the way you want him, right? Liquor, right? Woman, right? Drugs, whatever. Like, he comes to, you invite him in. So that's why you got to kick him out, right? And that's what's crazy. We all gonna invite in a pretty woman, but that's the devil. And then I think they made that movie about it too. That's what's crazy, but whew, I mean, I don't like to act holier than thou, dog. So,
but hey, for $140, I'm expecting the screen door to be hanging. I'm walking up with a screen door hanging up in that thing. $140. $140 ain't hurt nobody. That little loose
$140 a damn setup. That's what $140 is.
Joe, it ain't no setup. I'm telling you, it used to be
Man,
$40.
come on, Ocho.
Hey, Joe, listen to me, Joe. Let me talk to you. Let me tell you something, man. I used to be out there. Huh? You hear me? I done been
Ocho.
in that car before when I was in Cincinnati, Joe. It used to be $40.
Ocho, hoo-ha made a cost $150 20 years ago. Hoo-ha highs, I don't know what now. Boy, what you tell me? You think so?
No. Hoo-ha is high as hell for those that want to make you think. That want to make you think it's worth what you're paying for. Hoo-ha don't cost you nothing.
Man,
hell, honestly, let me tell you something. It's really free if you use your imagination and some lotion.
Not bad, that don't feel the same.
You use your visual.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. You can go there. He said the lotion. Never been a fan of lotion. I like it ashy. Ashy and classy. Man, here we go. Let's say this for real. This wasn't about the money. I mean, we all talked about it because that was the headline, and we kind of like dumbfounded, but 140. But come on, man. Everyone has that itch. And to tickle that fancy, it ain't got nothing to do with money, ain't got nothing to do with class and none of that. It got to do with what's your thing, right? Like, some people love to, like, voyeuristically, like, just be. I know one dude that likes the balconies. He always said, every hotel I get, I got to have a balcony. Because then me and my lady or whoever he with, he like, yo, we going on that balcony. I was like that? He's like that, dog. You got to go on the balcony. I was like, what? Some people like public. Some people like sneaky. You know, some people like at the office. Some people like the bathroom. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. I've contributed. Guilt, like you got your thing. You got your thing. You're like, hey, ain't nobody watching, right? Chill. I know in high school there used to be a game. Everybody used to play hide and go seek. Remember that? I don't know how old y'all are, but hide and go seek used to be a thing. Then it turned into hide and go get it. Remember that? And everybody was running around touching each other. And then there was a game they called Ghost, where you were running around, everybody at the school just running around in the dark. I'm not lying. They used to call it Ghost. Everybody running around in the dark, but you kind of know who somebody is, but you're not. But everybody who go in there is cool. And then they just go in there and start hanging out, kissing, dry humping like a little 13-year-olds. Don't lie about it. It is. So those are the games that I've heard of, seen. Crazy. You adult, you think adults don't do crazy stuff? Come on, man. Some of them videos, come on, man. So look, obviously this is not going to affect them. It's just as humiliating. It's embarrassing. As long as it gets out of his head, it ain't going to affect him. Ain't nobody walking up to Jed York tomorrow. The most he going to have to deal with is some of these dudes that he knows going to be like, somebody be like, hey, let's go to the, hey, Jed, thank you for the tickets to the game. Amazing seats. How much they cost? 140? That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh man, no, that's all good. I'm gonna go to Then we go to snack stand concessions. I'm gonna go spend something. I got a credit card limit though, 140. Another one, Jed. Another one, Jed. Oh snap! Parking was expensive here. It cost $140 to get in this motherfucker. Jed, come on. You know, because it's like Negro. Nobody tripping on this for real. Stop. Loosen up. Like, all right, you out of jail. His bond was more than mine. God dang, 5 times more than mine. God dang, mine's really was 500, so it's really 10 times more. God dang. All right, let's move on, dog. Let's give some love to you top fans out there before we go to the next topic, which is going to be QB1, and we're going to go QB1 in Cleveland. Let's go. Let's talk that talk, walk that walk. Who we got here in top fans? Let's get some love. Stomp is number 1, my dog. Forging Mode 2, Rafael Ramirez 3, Dan Fan 4, Mike 5, all OGs today, baby. That's what we do. Let's get into it. Let's get involved. All right. So now we got Deshaun Watson. Ooh, Dan Fan just hit up a membership for 6 months. That's what we do. That's what we do. Make sure #MenToo or whatever the hell we're going to call it. We got to get into that too. Somebody told me, like, y'all tell me, beat it up in the comments. Is MenToo, tell me the truth, is MenToo a troll of the Me Too movement? I don't think it is. I didn't want it to sound like that, but I knew it was a good word play off of it. But does it come off as antagonistic or trolling or, you know, making a mockery of Me Too? Because I don't want to do that. I want them to be allies. I want everybody to ride with us. So tell me, beat up in the comments, and I'll look back at this. I'll check some of y'all stuff. But does MenToo sound like I'm clowning Me Too? And if it does, just be real and be like, all right. And if not, or give me alternative names. Do both. Tell me if I'm clowning Me Too. I don't want to do that. And also give me some alternative names. Ooh, I love y'all. Y'all so good. And we also got 4Gmo who gave us a super chat. The Ayuk curse is real. Free Brandon, Niners. Thanks for the super chat, but nah, Brandon Ayuk did too much. I don't know what he on. Unless he explained himself better. I'm like, you did this to yourself, brother. Sorry, brother. I ain't on that side. I'm always on the right side. Even if I'm wrong, I'm on the right side. I ain't playing that game. I ain't messing with my bread like that. Deshaun Watson. Let's talk through it, big dog, because you First, Deshaun Watson had something to say to the fans because he got named the quarterback 1, QB1. I hate QB1. That's such a like Friday Night Lights term. Like we used to say starting quarterback, god dang it. And now they talking about the QB1. Okay, whatever. Deshaun, you QB. Apologize to these fans, don't you?
Everyone ready?
Are you ready?
Good. First off, I want to address the comments from Saturday after the game. You know, I think just, you know, human nature, just myself being very emotional, putting a lot of time these last 2 years to, you know, get back and, you know, spend time in this facility, in the city, meeting a lot of different people in the community. You know, I thought I was going to get, you know, a little different response. But, you know, I think, you know, my emotions got the best of me. And, you know, my comments wasn't intending to go at any of the fans around in the city. Because there's been a lot of great fans that have been supporting me.
Oh, God. All right. So the PR team got from the Cleveland Browns, his own personal PR team, just because of reaction. He even said it. He was like, I thought I was going to get a different response. So what? You didn't get the response you wanted. Now you're going to change what you were thinking and feeling? I ain't mad. Look, I've been there before. When you're the face of something, you're very important, whatever you want to call it. There's an obligation for you to smooth this out. This ain't about how you feel. This is about representing us. So this is a professional response. I love it for that reason. But look at the kind of world we live in, where this man came out there and just said the truth. Y'all booed me when I got hurt. Y'all know that ain't right. And then y'all want me to care about how y'all feel? Y'all booing me again? Because it ain't got nothing to do with me playing. It's because y'all got all these jokes about me off the field and the allegations and the massage therapist. When y'all gonna let that go? They let it go. They took the money, the settlements, or they ain't talking about it no more. Why are y'all still on it? Like, it just shows our consensus of insecurity that we just keep every time Deshaun Watson's name come up, there's going to be a mass of people who always going to joke that out. Hey, you know me, I got nothing but jokes. Same time, God dang, we ain't going to let this man live no more. He said something that was real. He said, why y'all booing me and y'all supposed to be my fans? You know what I mean? Like, that's like going to a Beyonce concert. You going to a Beyonce concert and she starts saying, I am a survivor. And you go, boo, that song, oh, that's your week. You're like, why are you here? Like, she should just stop the concert. Excuse me, baby. Right there in the third row. Why are you here? Right? So sometimes you're just not supposed to do that. You go to a funeral, ain't the time to talk about how that fool owe you money. Ain't the time to talk about, oh, man, you should have seen what he did back then. Like, let it go, dog. When we going to let this go? This man did something or didn't do something. Whatever he did, he handled it with those who said he did it. Why y'all still in it?
And I know the frustration this organization have put, a lot of investment and coming, to get me back in 22. And things haven't been going the right direction that we thought it was. A lot of injuries, a lot of time off, and not putting the best football and my foot forward. So, again, just, I understand the frustration. I understand everything that kind of goes into that, and moving forward, I just want to focus on football, making sure that, I'm putting the best product out there, having the best ability, because I thrive off the energy. I thrive off the energy of the fans. I thrive off the energy of the community. I thrive off all that stuff.
Y'all remember when he was Mr. Community? Remember he did something, what he paid for everybody in the organization, all the workers. I remember that story. That was like at his peak powers. Like right when he was about to leave Houston, that's when they were comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. They were running those Saturday, Sunday morning specials. Deshaun Watson, the perfect guy. That guy is still that guy, y'all. Y'all know that, right? Like, think about all those positive stories. Now, he ain't the same player. And it's because of those stories I think he ain't the same player. And system. Like, you can be in a good system and it could just help you. You riding the wave too, but you made the waves and you riding them. Like me in San Diego, that first year, people don't know this, but part of the reason why I exploded, hello, pause, god dang, ooh. Anyway, I balled in Buffalo in the 3-4, balling like Bruce Smith, that run defense. I still was able to get to the quarterback, But in San Diego, Coach Pascal, he had like the Indianapolis coach, Dwight Freeney, Mathis kind of defense. Like, you just go get the quarterback, give a damn about nothing else. Go get the running back on the way to the quarterback. It was insane. I mean, I can't say easier, but it certainly was a path of least resistance to play D end. It was insane. He got sick. He had like some real bad illness. He couldn't coach anymore. We get another coordinator. I forget his name. Sorry. Partly because I ain't do the same. I wasn't playing the same. Soon as he come, he start changing it up, and I'm like, I'm playing where? Inside on the tight end what? And it just got harder. That's my point. Deshaun may be in the wrong system too. Let's just be real. We'll see this year because he got a new quarterback, a new coordinator, new offensive coach, coordinator, QB coach. He got a new head coach. Hopefully he can get the system that fuels him. But he's still the same dude in there. Let that dude back out.
Looking back in my history at Clemson and, previous at the Houston organization, I was a big community guy, big city guy, big fan guy, during the game. So, again, my emotions got the best of me. I'm human. I take full responsibility of that. And, just moving forward, I want to make sure that I put the best product for the team, for the organization, and for the city so we can put a lot of wins and make sure that I celebrate and put Cleveland on the map, and that's why I put the helmet on my head and I put the uniform on my body is to go out there and make sure I put my best foot forward. And that was one of the reasons why I chose this city, is to come and have a lot of wins with this community, with this city, and make sure that we, on the right track so we can have a lot of, celebrations and a lot of excitement to go each and every Sunday. So, again, moving forward, I just want to make sure that, I can give the city something to, think about, in the first two games. And, when we come back home, that we have something to cheer about and we can celebrate and, go do what we want to do. And that's achieve the ultimate goal and go win and, be a champion.
Well said. I don't know how much of your heart was in it because realistically, you wanted to end with saying the championship, but you like, man, stop playing. So, but here's the real of it, man. Shedeur had his chances. Shedeur had his opportunities. He didn't take full advantage of it. It's just the way the game goes. Forget Shedeur, forget Deshaun. Game, recognize game. When you're in that kind of predicament, you know that they're going to play Deshaun. I told y'all this whole time. I've been a hater. I've been criticized a little bit. I don't care. Like, I do not, nothing leaves my mind and my mouth for your response. It leaves because those are my thoughts and I want to contribute. See the difference? I'm not saying something so you can just tell me what you heard. I'm saying something because this is what I'm thinking. And I hope you are the same way. Because then when you say what you're thinking, we can now make this big old pot of gumbo and start saying, I like that. I like that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Ugh. But I don't yuck your yum. Don't yuck my yum. You get it? So this guy is putting out like the good vibes. Shedeur was putting out the good vibes. The thing is, Shedeur, you knew it was an uphill climb. Y'all weren't starting on level footing, and you're not supposed to. You never are. This is a lesson of life. No one starts at the same spot. No one. Your identical twin in the same home, same mama, same daddy. Y'all both itty bitties. Y'all not the same. Y'all think different. And if you really look and squint, you look different. Come on, man. So people always want to get this grouping, uniformity. Fuck that. I ain't him. He, him. I'm he. He is I, and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. What's my mother's sucking name? Like, I'm not that. So if I'm Deshaun and I'm Shedeur, you got to know I got to do twice as much to get this dude out of here. He got 230. Every team I've been on, no matter who's there, I knew. I got drafted to Buffalo Bills. You think there was going to be a training camp where I was going to just light it up my rookie year, my second year, even my third year? I was about to go in there and just take Bruce Smith's job. You got me twisted. You got the game funked up. Ain't nothing you can do, Wiley, to take Bruce Smith's job. Nothing. And that's not to diss Bruce. That's to say, dog, know thyself and know where thou art. Hell no. You know what happened? After the third year, they said, I've seen enough. Wiley's good enough to at least, I don't know, hold half of Bruce Smith's water. But I wasn't the only one. Antoine Smith was good enough to replace Thurman, hold half his water. I wasn't the only one. Peerless Price and Eric Mose, old enough, good enough, they could hold some of Andre Reed's water. So they're like, we got three old dudes that still are doing good, but they expensive. Three old dudes making dodo. We cheap. I'm making $500,000. Bruce making probably $5 million. They like, I don't know if Wiley good or not, but he ain't better than 10. That 10%. That's they're paying 10x. I'm gonna get the same production, but 10x. I don't know what Andre's numbers were compared to Peerless and Eric Mose. Thurman way more than Antoine. They're like, we could get $5 million off the books, $3 million off the books, $3 million off the books. Back then, this is 25 years ago. Longer than that. Like, yeah, 25 years ago. We get that off the books. Come on, Shedeur, you knew that. We get that off the books. That's $10 million, $11 million we get off the books and then only pay 2, 3. I don't care if we take a step back or 2. We're going to be better. And that's what happens. Now, Bruce went on to Washington and balled out. I went on and balled out that year in Buffalo. They were happy. That's why the GM from Buffalo left to go to San Diego. Guess who he called first? Hey, Wiley, what you doing? Wiley, this you? I was like, yeah, I'm chilling. What's up? He said, all right, meet me in Columbiana. I got 140 on it. Stupid. Oh, man. Anyway, that's how the game goes. So Deshaun knew. He knew, and I hope Shedeur knew. Dog, there's gonna be good luck, dog. Just good luck. That's all I gotta say. Good luck to you. All right, let's keep going with this. We got more reaction to this because Colin, McAfee, everybody jumped in. Let's just go. We're gonna forget the order. The order takes too long. Forget that. I just want to get it going. Right? Y'all with me? Yeah, Wiley, we with you, brother. I love how y'all love me because I love y'all. It's pretty dope, right? I ain't imagined this when I started media 20, 30 years ago. Let's go.
I've talked about it a lot this morning. I'm shocked. If this was just a football decision, just football, and I haven't seen every day of practice, I would probably say coin flip, 50-50. Start the guy you want. Doesn't really matter to me. after Saturday's press conference, I'm shocked that they did this to the Cleveland fans. I've said if I was a Cleveland fan and Deshaun's still starting week 3, I would not go to the game because of the interaction that we saw.
What?
I've had a buddy.
I saw him say this live, and then this is like him saying it. He said it like on Sports Center or First Take or something. I thought that this is kind of reckless. You're trying to incite a fan base to already revolt against a guy who has a new head coach, right? And you don't know how he's going to perform. He's not hurt. Last year he was hurt. He sat out a whole year, and he got a new coach. Like, how long are we going to hold his past sins against him? And if you want to hold his past sins against him, let's do that. However, let's also show all of his past positives. He has done stuff in the NFL Shedeur could only dream of. And there's more to go, more to grow from. But, dog, don't act like Deshaun wasn't a dude. We're trying to see if Shedeur can start. I hear criticism of Shedeur all the time. One of them is he's not consistent. Well, he's only played 1 year. So leave him alone. At the same time, leave Deshaun alone because he notched a couple of those on his belt. I'm a dude. They voted me in the Pro Bowl as a starter, as a top dude. Not like, oh, nobody else want to go. All right, Shedeur, here you go. Which is not a diss, but it ain't the same. Come on, man. Football-wise, I thought Deshaun and them were the same, which you can't be the same. Don't be the same when we know that this dude got an advantage over you. Don't be the same. What did Kobe Bryant say? Be undeniable. We need that mindset. Stop talking, oh man, Coach tripping. He should have picked me. I'm the homeboy. Be like, why should he pick you? It's a 50-50. It's a coin flip. And you know that fool had a leg up on you. Why are you talking about it? You didn't do enough. So what? He only had to do 50%. You had to do 75. Why didn't you do 75? So now you're going to sit here and bitch out about he wasn't fair. How's that feel right now? How's fair feel? Nobody cares about fair. You knew what the stakes were. You knew what the risks were. You knew what the terrain looked like. Climb it. If not, shut it. Nobody want to hear that shit. Get tired of people always talking. I've been on too many teams, dog. I ain't never seen Coach trip. You know why? Coach going to play who we going to play. And 95% of it is who's the best. The other 5%, who making money, who I know, is that my son? We know what it is. Okay, shut it. Just move on. We got to hear all this BS.
Got a buddy text me saying, this is smart by the Browns. They'll go 0-2. Deshaun will struggle, and all of a sudden Shedeur gets named the starting quarterback for the week 3 game, which is their home opener, and he's the hero.
Bingo.
Okay. There's
you don't think that's what they were thinking when they did this?
No. Is this the NFL? We trying to win games.
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Dan, let's talk about
Monken that I know wouldn't. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I would like to hear the Todd Monken that you know before I say what I'm about to say.
I only know him as a coach. I've spent some time with him just because of games. I mean, he is a all ball, all the time, high-level competitor, maniac. I don't know him as a guy, so I can't comment on him like that, but I don't think that he would sign up for that.
Okay, so he did, though. He announced him as the starting quarterback and said this. Monken said he took in the full body of work, ultimately felt like Deshaun gave us the best chance to move the ball, score points. So I think Todd Monken is saying, hey, I made the decision because I think this is best for our football team at football, and I'm trying to win games. Todd just watched Deshaun Watson get booed, obviously, in Cleveland Browns Stadium. He's been around the NFL forever. He saw Baker Mayfield get his ass booed. Catch got his ass booed. Mm-hmm. People get their ass booed in Cleveland on a regular basis. Todd doesn't want to be the next guy getting booed.
No,
Todd's the guy trying to bring the cheers.
All ball. And on top of that, dog, this is my job security. Now, I have been places, Wade Phillips and what was our owner name? Golly, don't do this. I'm getting old now. I forgot my owner name. First big check I got. Golly, Ralph Wilson. Sorry, sir. Ralph Wilson told Wade Phillips, you're going to start Rob Johnson over Doug Flutie in that playoff game. Straight up. Now, we knew that in the moment. Wade couldn't own up to it. And then later, I think Wade said it. Like, yeah, he did. So they do that. But Wade wasn't there long coach. He was there as a coordinator and all. But look, a sheer head coach, a preseason game or 2 into it, you tell them you know who you start no matter what. That's tough. That's tough. You're not letting the man get his you're not letting him get his feet wet. You're not letting him get a footprint. You're not fingerprint, nothing. You don't know what he can do. So I think this is really Todd Monken. Like, this is best for my job security and best for his team's future is to play this guy. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm the coach from what I've seen. I haven't seen enough. This is as all of us, probably an uneducated opinion, but I've seen a few games, maybe 5 games. I would start Deshaun because Shedeur ain't great enough. Not saying he didn't do great things, not saying he didn't do good things, not saying he didn't do bad things, not saying he didn't do ugly things. He ain't enough. That ain't no dude. I'm like, yo, I'll give it to you like this. Last preseason, when I saw Jackson Dart, I said, oh, God dang. I seen him like 2 games in college. Then he got to the pros preseason. I said, oh, God dang. And look, before the injuries and all that crazy stuff, and he running into people instead of running out of bounds, he was looking like, whoa. Tyler Sharpe, same thing. Like, sometimes you just see somebody be like, I love that. 2 seconds into a game. God dang. Shedeur, not yet.
And the Ross, he's trying to win some games. I think that's what Todd is going to be trying to say, and nobody's really going to listen to him. Nobody's going to listen to him. And the only thing that matters is if they play good football or not when Deshaun Watson's their quarterback. That's literally the only thing that matters.
And Todd's been there because, and we talked about the business side of as far as putting ass in seats. Shedeur would easily be that guy. But he just shattered whatever record it was last year when it came to like merch or jersey sales and all that stuff. So outside of actual football, I think it was easy Shedeur. I mean, like you said, we're not there every day. We don't see the practices, the meetings, the walkthroughs, all that stuff. But you would assume Todd sees all that. And then the locker room, starting quarterbacks. Most starting quarterbacks are captain. We'll see. Does he have the C patch?
That'll be a crazy thing.
It's a lot of different things. But like you said, all that matters is the football plan. The home opener and, we're going to try out. I don't see that. I think Todd is making this decision based off who is giving his team the best opportunity to win games.
Yeah, and speaking of a best opportunity to win games, they haven't done that a lot in Cleveland. And the last guy that did win a playoff game for him, they booed his ass out of the city as well.
Yeah, they don't know which way it's up. Sometimes you get used to misery, so even when something good happens, you be like, oh, fuck that. I don't care about that. Fuck that. That's when you know you're in a bad place. Let's get one more. I'm going to save probably the Colin clip for tomorrow, give it a little more room. We can move on to some other topics. But we got the Todd Monken. What did you got to say about yourself and your decision, sir? Everyone else is chiming in for you. Let's hear you chime in for yourself.
Talk about somebody that really understands the long game. That really, I think, has come to understand the long game, right? What are we really in this for? What am I in it for? To have the Browns be an organization that people aspire to be, right? The long game, right? Where do we want to be in the long term, right? Whatever that, and he understands that as well as a quarterback, right? Where he was at, where he's at now, where he wants to get to. That is what's so awesome about Shedeur understanding that. Really, he does. We met this morning for a good long time, and all he had was a smile on his face because he understands what really is in front of him, not really a short-term, maybe long-term decision. I mean, this is like a player, like he's going to work his butt off to get better, and he has already. Can you talk about?
Good. That's good to hear. And I think Shedeur's smile comes from his deep confidence that we all see. I love his deep confidence. Like, look, 6 million ways to die. Choose one. I ain't about to die because you ain't choose me as a starter. Like, I'm going to keep working so that when the opportunity does present itself, and it will. It presented itself this offseason. He could have won this job. It presented itself last year when Dillon Gabriel wasn't playing well or people were getting hurt and they traded Flacco. Like, it's going to always show itself. That's the thing. That's the toughest thing for people. So many people lose in this world because the first answer, the first response from the universe, from the world is no. 99% of the time, the first time you do something, it's going to be like, no. And then you just got to keep knocking. Stay ready. Keep knocking. Most cats tap. Most cats stop knocking. Oh, man, they ain't want me. Oh, man, she ain't want me. Oh, man, that ain't for me. People, discouragement. Rich Paul talked about this. Remember about 2 months ago? Discouragement kills more people and dreams than anything. You just get scared. Discouraged. You lose your ability to fight through it. You lose your courage. You lose your ability to be strong. You lose your joy, your enthusiasm. You just start, oh, that didn't happen for me. Woe is me. Coach is tripping. Boo me. Shoot, I see it all the time. Growing up, I identified it. I called it low ambition. It wasn't gangs and drugs and poverty keeping everybody in my neighborhood the same and everybody in a certain situation locked in, not doing exactly what they wanted, not living out their dreams. It wasn't that. Because I knew somebody who had, been a part of the gang and he moved away and had his family set up in Texas or way out in Pacoima or some shit. He living good now. He out. I knew cats that used to live in the hood and then own like 6 McDonald's and now they lived in Ladera Heights or something. You know what I mean? Like I saw people making it here and there. But the low ambition, if you aiming too low, you know where you're going, boom, right into the ground. So let's move on from that. All right, Enes Kanter. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Enes Kanter got to talk that talk. Enes Kanter, boy, I ain't never seen something so like simple be so misconstrued, but I think it's because Confucius once said, life is simple. It's just that human beings insist on making it difficult. He ain't lying. Insist. Like, it gotta go. It gotta be tough. So, Enes Kanter, let's get to his reaction first. We got to play that one in order. But then we got Kenyon Martin talking about it. We got Stacks talking about it. We got a lot of people talking about it. We got Rachel Lindsay, our favorite girl, talking about it. Hey, girl. So let's hear Enes go first. Hi, Rachel. How you doing? Oh, yeah. It ain't over, mother. The mother saga continues. Oh, Rachel Lindsay, always on my list. It's a good list. Don't worry.
I really want people to focus on my words and not on my t-shirt. But last night, I just literally were just woman. And it was, obviously, it says woman noun. And it was explaining what a woman is.
Definition.
And I mean, I'm just shocked that I guess it's a controversial topic these days, which shouldn't be. But I guess for many people, it is.
Your message, I'm going to play something from the coach of the Chicago Cloud. He was asked if he had a message for you last night. Mm-hmm. I think we have the clip. Let's watch.
Did you know that he was going to be here? And also, like, do you have a message for him or like people like him?
People like him. See how the connotations, boy, you got to catch this stuff. The people like him? What do you mean? Anyway, Coach look little, don't he? That mic, you get above the mic, please.
I think my messaging was said and clear, weeks ago. There's so much good things about this league and so many good things about the play of these players that if you come to a game, you should probably come to enjoy the basketball. And being a former basketball player, you should probably understand and feel that too.
So they are lying. Why? Because the GM of the Chicago Sky actually was my trainer, and I actually trained with him before the game. We actually texted him and said, "Hey, we're gonna come to the game. We want peace. We don't want nothing controversial. We just want to come, sit down, and watch the game and enjoy the game." He even messaged us and say, "Just enjoy the game." I said, "Perfect." So they knew I was coming to the game, and everything they said is a lie.
Is he scared? I mean, I don't know if you know that, Coach. I mean, I think they're all terrified. They're terrified of the LGBTQIA, like, I don't know, mafia. I don't know what people are calling them, but they're terrified.
They're terrified because I might actually get drafted next year and play against their big man. So, and I'm going to probably drop around like 60 point and 40 rebound a game. That's the reason that they're scared.
Do you actually think the WNBA, and sources were telling various media outlets today that they've essentially decided you and Royce cannot play in the WNBA. You will not be eligible. And they're going to say something about it's a publicity stunt. Right. You're not really a trans woman. Are you a trans woman?
Well, I want to make this very clear.
Are you a trans woman?
Listen, Section 13, right? Article 13, Section 1 says if you identify as a woman, then you're allowed to play.
So you are identifying as a woman tonight?
I identify as a woman. Sure, yes. Okay. So I can play.
But they're never going to let you play.
Why not? I mean, that's the rule. That's the rule that they put, and I'm just following the rules. If they ever come out and say, "Okay, we are changing the rules," I respect their decision. I will, follow the rules. But right now, if you identify as a woman, you're allowed to play. And I am identifying as a woman, and I should be allowed to play. That's it.
You said Sophie Cunningham is a friend.
I really want people.
What a pickle. What a pickle. And what a, to Enes's point, what a simple thing that has just gotten crazy traction and misconstruction. Like, it's just been misconstrued so many different ways, just because of our ideologies, some politics mixed in there. Like, we can't see straight anymore. That's wild. Speaking of can't see straight, let's get to Rachel Lindsay. I know this is going to be interesting. I hate the typecast, but I think I know where this is going to go. Whatever, she could say the same about me, but I'm very inconsistent in stance on most things because they're all different. But this, I look forward to hearing. What's your response to that?
Nobody has been talking about this man for years. His career ended, 4 years ago? And I don't even think we were talking about it towards the end.
I don't like this. I don't already, look at me, I'm nitpicking. No, I ain't. First of all, Enes Kanter doesn't have to get talked about to know who Enes Kanter is. Let's stop doing this whole like childish relevancy check. You ain't popping. You ain't. Enes Kanter made money. Enes Kanter played in the league. Enes Kanter was somebody that we knew. There are dudes who played in the NBA and you'd be like, really? Where'd you play? How many teams? What? Enes Kanter's stood out. Whatever you want to say, he ain't a Hall of Famer, but we know who Enes Kanter is. Let's not minimize him to maximize your point or minimize his point. Let's not do that because that's not fair. Because if you start going credential to credential, Enes Kanter got everybody I see in this picture. That part.
So this is the most attention that he has gotten in years and probably the most attention he's going to get, if not ever. And so he's riding the wave on the backs of women, crazy enough. So I saw the story, but it's like, I don't even want to give him any attention because that is what he is so desperately craving right now and trying to
we got to give it attention. We already went through this before. Didn't we have to say still, Ryan Clark, I don't want to work with you? Like, isn't it weird that when people get in their feelings, that's one of the responses. Like, dog, talk through the issue. Stop talking about him. Talk about the issue.
To sacrifice and belittle and all the negative things towards women along the way while claiming that he is one as he is declaring himself for the draft. It's ridiculous. If there are top 3 losers right now, he is on the list.
Who are
He
the
is
other losers.
Trump.
Trump's the loser. So Trump, you say number 1 loser?
I don't know. Enes is up there. Trump is up there. You get the honors of the third.
I thought you was about to say I'm the last.
Oh my
loser.
God, no, I was not gonna do that.
I don't know. I don't like But look,
no, you are not on my list.
But look, I'll say this though. Like, I just want you guys to always pay attention with stuff like this. This is actually what he did last night. I know he thinks he's going crazy, but I know he thinks everybody's talking about me is going up. This is actually the best thing that could have happened to this particular debate because you see the type of person that inserts themselves into something like this and makes this their entire personality and the lengths that they're willing to go. The blatant disrespect that was showed for women, I'll now say seriously, by Enes Kanter, is startling.
Okay, I'm going to let him finish, but right now I'm not liking the intro for this reason. When people like Enes Kanter is obviously trolling, right? He's bringing attention to something that is a discrepancy, that is inconsistency. It can be looked at as discrimination, depends on how you want to go with it, how far. But, you know, to be a trans woman, there was a day where you were a man, Enes Kanter, and then you transitioned. Now, that could have been a torturous experience, or that could have been one of enlightenment and joy and freedom. I don't know every trans person's story, but I don't want to also stereotype all of them like, oh my God, you were so scared. And some people, I know 2 trans people, they weren't mad. They were excited and elated. Two, let's not act like this is consuming his whole entire existence. Anyone, Van's been in the limelight, Rachel's been in the limelight. You know damn well you could do 1,000 interviews. You know damn well you can go to one game and wear a t-shirt and still have enough time to go hang out, get wings, go kick it with your family, go play with your kids, go on vacation. Like, people be acting like this consumes you. He said that. This don't consume you. Since there's clips of you going on all day, every day, don't mean I'm filming all day, every day. I could do one clip, it's everywhere. Like when I'm going through my headlines, I'm not talking to media all day and all these outlets. They doing the work. I'm just living. I don't like that. And this is not against women. This is actually, you may think it's mean-spirited, or you could think that it's misaligned. He's trying to protect women. I can see that as a father of 3 girls and 2 girls and 1 woman. I can see this clear as day. Thank you, Enes. Shine some light on this. But they don't want to act like that because their mind is so wrapped up in inclusion. Okay, you're going to include something that's going to destroy you. 60-40 would be the average, Wilt Chamberlain style.
So anybody that counts him as an ally or somebody that's speaking out on behalf of women, I want you to think about that. Would Enes Kanter, for any reason whatsoever, have interrupted an NBA game? Would he have gone to the NBA, a place where he played with guys, shared the locker room with them, shared the culture with them, and went down there and done that to Spider Mitchell?
Bad example. One, from what I've seen, look, trust me if I'm wrong, I admit it. I saw him sitting there, and then next thing I know, I see him standing there. Natasha Cloud walked the whole court to him. Natasha Cloud was the one yelling at him. Natasha Cloud's the one act like she wants to smoke, but she gonna stay out of arm's reach because she don't want to smoke. Obviously, they ain't gonna fight. But Natasha Cloud brought attention. Enes Kanter, that was the 3rd quarter. What happened in the 1st quarter? What happened in the 2nd quarter? What happened at halftime? He wearing a shirt and he seemed like he was just sitting there. And then you want, okay, now you're gonna get what you want, which is the attention, Natasha Cloud. I didn't see it like he started it. Anyway, more than that, remember when we saw, what's my boy name that played for Phoenix and he balled this year? Him and LeBron always go at it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He used to play in Houston, then he went to Phoenix. Anyway, I'm getting old for real. This is crazy. That's 2 for today. I saw him in the playoffs. Was it the playoffs? Yeah, it had to be a playoffs. He's just sitting there in the game, sitting there under the basket, looking at LeBron doing this while LeBron's shooting free throws. I don't think LeBron responded to him. The point being, yes, you can do this at an NBA game. Yes, men go to men's games and be like, "What's up, dog? You good?" It's on, but you know what doesn't happen? I didn't see LeBron go over there and what's up, what's up, what's up? But Natasha did. You don't want to talk. See, this is so one-sided. Call it like it is. Balls, balls, strikes, strikes. Did LeBron go up to him? Dillon Brooks, thank you. Thank you, 870 Mac. Dillon Brooks. Did LeBron stop the free throw and go, "What's that? What you doing? Why are you wearing that chain? Why are you wearing that jewelry? Why are you wearing that shirt? You against men?" Natasha brought this smoke from what I've seen. Show me a video that's different. I'll play it and I'll say I'm wrong. Natasha brought the smoke because Natasha is thirsty for the attention too. He's thirsty for the attention for a cause. She's just thirsty for the attention to act like she's supporting women when it is not to support women. Not the way that we define women or woman, like his shirt says.
Would he have done that to Dame Lillard? Would he have done that at an NBA game? No, because he has a different reverence and respect for the product in the NBA than he does for the women in the NBA. He doesn't respect those women. He's not trying to protect those women. He's trying to use the back of a marginalized, persecuted group to increase his standing and stature. That's it. It's over. That's it. Okay.
That's not true. This all started from when we all saw that European trans player. And they asked the European trans player, "Would you play? Has the WNBA called you, or would you play over there?" And she said, "Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but yeah, I will go." And that's where this all started. So stop acting like he made this up. Like for real, like he was just sitting there. I need a cause. I need a forget anything else. This started from that story because I remember I had it in the queue and I never played it because I kept looking like damn. And look, it wasn't the best player either. I don't think that she would come to the WNBA and be the best player. I do know one thing: she'd be the strongest. That sucker was bully balling. Y'all see it? I need to find it. Anyway, that's what started this conversation. Hold on. People want us to wait till she becomes a player in the WNBA, then you're allowed to talk about it. What? We don't have to wait for you to be there to talk about you. If so, we need to kill all the drafts in every sport. No more draft talk. No more college talk. They're not in the NBA. They're not in the NFL. Don't talk about them. People stupid. Like, I'm going to wait for it to become a problem or wait for it to become an issue, then address it. How about prehab? Not just rehab. Rehab is I got to rehabilitate. How about prehab? Before I have an injury or issue, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to make sure my body's in alignment. Prehab. People don't want to do mental prehab.
You're right. No more Enes Kanter. I'm just saying, like, just look at some of these guys and the stuff that they're doing. Because if you want to have a conversation about this and the conversation to be substantive about societal expectations or what is safe or what is not safe, you would do that with safety, love, and respect for everybody else, but nobody's interested in that. We're past that point. We're in a post-empathy world. We're in a post-empathy society. So fuck it. Everybody go get your shit off. God damn it. I'm very upset. This is, I guess it's something about this next topic.
No, we're not going to do the next topic. That was good. Okay, post-empathy. I don't even know how to fully respond to that, except let me say this. I hope we still in logic. I hope we still in truth. I hope we still in what's real. I don't give a damn. Look, empathy is not my first priority. Telling you the truth. You know, when you go to a courtroom, they don't say put your hand on the Bible. You solemnly swear to be empathetic. What? No, I'm going against that person over there, and they're going against me. That's why I'm in here. Empathetic. It's on the list, but it ain't number one. I can't lead with empathy. People be saying that. Tell me, like, you better lead with the real, the logic. Some people need consequences. Some subjects need consequences. Oh, really? Okay, so let's talk about crime. Let's lead with empathy. Man, that dude shot up the store and robbed them people just because his kids were hungry. That's lead with empathy. His kids were hungry. Actually, there was a case. Did y'all see this case? I can't believe it's real. So 3 suspects armed, you know, got the Dracos, whatever, handguns. They try to break into this dude's house. He was ready. Hiya, wah. Killed all 3. Guess what? He said self-defense. They try to break in my house with the straps. He got 15 years for manslaughter. That's leading with empathy. Maybe Van Wright. What? I couldn't believe it. I was like, 15 years? If somebody trying to break in my house, y'all, here's a good joke. Man, nobody breaking in that hotel room, Wiley. You ain't got no house. Ooh, that hurt. That was a good one. All right, let's keep going. We got a couple more opinions on this. Kenyon Martin and Stack. Let's see which one pops up first. Kenyon Martin and Stacks. Okay, Kenyon Martin did. Let's go. This is what Kenyon Martin got to say. Respect. Ooh, y'all know how much I love me some Kenyon Martin. Boy, Kenyon Martin, boy, ain't nobody more passionate. Like, ain't nobody more chill, passionate than Kenyon Martin.
Enes Kanter. Initially, people was rocking with the point that you were trying to make, and forcing the WNBA into make certain decisions. And that's their right and their business. But I think you made your point then. Harassing them at the game, you know, it's a sensitive topic for them. Like, it was a little much, my brother.
Okay. All right. Harassing means I'm doing something to you, personal space, private space. Like, this is a public game. I'm wearing a shirt that is reflecting my opinion. Like, all of us wear these shirts that reflects what we feel and think, or we just want to wear. And I bought a seat, and I'm sitting where I want to sit. I got the best seat in the house, damn near. And from all accounts, at least the first half and halftime, he ain't saying nothing. He ain't getting in trouble. Then all of a sudden, Natasha, harasses him from all accounts. And now he's the problem. He's the agitator. How, Sway? Because he a man? Because he in the NBA? I swear this is the bias. Won't he leave them women alone? Won't them women leave him alone? See, we don't believe it. I told you yesterday, people don't believe in equal rights for real. They don't. She is woofing 94 feet. He didn't leave that area. Some said he crossed the baseline. Some said he didn't. I don't know. He didn't leave that area. Them arms left. Them arms was in section 123, and it was over there in 148. He was like this. He touching both concession stands. If we can't call balls, balls, strikes, strikes, count me out, dog.
It was a little much and uncalled for. And you are a voice now of certain things. And people tend to pay attention now because of the stink that you made initially declaring for the WNBA draft, which you're right. But let's not make a mockery of the WNBA, man. Let's not make a mockery of the trans community. Those are people, man. They have family, they have lives, they have loved ones, and they deserve your utmost respect, man. You can do what you're doing and say what you're saying from afar. Let them be. They are doing their job. They're not bothering you. So let's find someone else to bother, man. Leave them alone.
Okay, I like the fact that he said he was right. So he's basically saying, look, you have a point. You have an actual factual point. Like they need to clear up what a woman is, blah, blah, blah. But then I love when this road has been traveled in other sports, right? We've seen it in high school sports. We've seen it in the college sports. Don't give me the numbers of how many and quantity. It's occurred, okay? Oh, those are the exceptions. No, it's happening. It's not an exception when your daughter's out there getting smoked. Your daughter has been a top track runner her entire itty-bitty life, and her ass gets to high school, and she's the #1 recruit. She's a freshman. She's destroying people. Sophomore destroying people. She's pumped, working her ass off so that junior and senior year she could break records, and then next thing you know, she racing somebody who used to be a man. It ain't no records to be broken. Not by you. That 99% of the people who have that kind of life are not going to the Olympics, are not going pro, are not going to even do it at the highest level in college. They may get recruited, they may be good. Most people, their highlights going to be poke high. Al Bundy, I did that in high school. Give them confidence to go into the college ranks, the pros in terms of their career, whatever they're going to be. Manager, executive, marketing director. They're going to have the confidence of I built something at a young age that gave me inspiration. I could build something else. I don't have to be an athlete. And y'all acting like this is just like whatever. It's always whatever until your ass is out there or yours is out there. My daughter ran against one of the trans athletes in Connecticut. So it hits home for me. She was already going to lose to the women, but she certainly was going to lose to that trans woman. I was like, you already third place in most of the races. I've been watching. You off the medal stand now. So we're going to wait for that? Or we're going to be real about it. Change the rule. Do what you do.
Showing up in their place of business, man, is uncalled for. It's childish. Yeah. Let them be, man. Let them do their job in peace. Y'all have a good one.
I love you, big dog. You already know. I'm just talking about what you said, not you. Hell no, ain't no. We're going to keep it real. We don't need no. What do you mean peace? He ain't do nothing. Peace? Peace what? Gonna get a piece of my mind. It ain't hurting you. Natasha, we wouldn't be talking about this if you didn't walk 94 feet. So I'm not letting you off the hook, Natasha. I hate, she set the bait. This is rage bait. She set the bait doing all that woofing. Then all of a sudden, all we talking about is Enes. Why are you there? I could be where I want to be. What you mean? I don't have a right to go to a game now? Well, why you go to this game? Why you go to that game? You know you trolling. Yeah, I'm trolling. And I'm trolling sitting here peacefully. You the one that is riled up. What you doing here? You can't be here. You all out of, ooh, Natasha, as Rachel Lindsay said, you on my list. You on my list. Let's get to this. We got two more on this. Stacks, we got to do the Stacks. I like how Stacks said it. You know who Stacks is. That is, man. Y'all get it? I mean, it's amazing how many people don't agree with me. And I was like, all right, well, I'm trying to hear what y'all saying. And every time I hear you, I'm like, what? No. I can't. Here we go. I can't. I don't see where y'all coming from. He had, even Kenyon, who was disagreeing with his antics, said he's right. So why don't we stop with he's right? Oh, you shouldn't do it that way, though. Come on, Stacks, talk to me.
Man, y'all got to stop the clown shit. I got daughters.
Dang.
I played basketball on the highest level. One on the highest level. Matter of fact, I went on every level. There's no woman that could ever play in the NBA, bro. Ever. And we've had some great women basketball players, but none of them were good enough to play in the NBA because it's men. A man should not belong in no women's sports because the ones that saying they should, y'all going to be out of jobs.
That part.
Then what you going to say? We going to have 2 NBAs? No, bro. No. Y'all not making no sense. Y'all trying to make it about Enes Kanter. He trying to protect women's basketball.
Thank you.
I don't understand what the problem is with him. Black people have been identifying as free and equal for how long? Half of y'all still ain't accepted that. Y'all want people to accept a grown man with balls that's going to play in women's sports and just accept that he a woman? No, man, I got daughters, and other fathers that got daughters agree with me. You don't want no man in women's sports. This is clown shit, man.
Some things need to be left alone. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. That is, that's wild. That's really wild. We'll do Whitlock's response to it tomorrow because if it's Whitlock, we got to go deeper. I'm not fatigued of the argument. I'm tired of the unnecessariness. I'm going to make up a word. Unnecessariness. God dang. We are. This is when I don't like social media because I shouldn't know how many people are this ignorant. And they probably saying the same about me, and that's the real division. I'm like, are you serious? Y'all know he's right, and y'all don't want to see the consequences. Y'all want to hide behind the illusion of inclusion until it actually includes something you don't want. Then you're like, oh no, can you get rid of this? There's another way to get rid of it. Don't acquire it. Woosah, Wiley, woosah. Last one, and I it's a tone shift, but we got to do it because this is educational. Because this is tough. All right, we got to do it. Ed Oliver, Buffalo Bills star. Ed Oliver, 2-year-old son, drowns at home. We all know who Ed Oliver is, man. Buffalo Bills star Ed Oliver is mourning an unimaginable loss after his 2-year-old son, Ed, drowned in the swimming pool at the NFL player's Texas home. TMZ Sports has learned, according to local officials, deputies responded to an in-progress life-in-danger call at Oliver's home on the evening of June 28th. When first responders arrived, they were told the child's parents had found him unresponsive in the pool. The toddler, who was just shy of his 2nd birthday, was rushed by ambulance to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead at 7:18 p.m. God damn. Look at that picture, man. Damn. The 28-year-old defensive tackle was seen speaking with law enforcement before breaking down in tears as he sat on the ground outside his home. Look at that itty bitty. Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane sent his condolences to Ed and his family on behalf of the entire organization Saturday. He said it's an unthinkable tragedy for any parent. We will continue to support Ed and his family as we all grieve this tragic loss. Oliver was selected 9th overall in the 2019 NFL draft and has spent his entire NFL career with the Buffalo Bills, one of the anchors of the team's defense. Sad, man. Sad. That's beyond sad. Okay. All I got to say about that's sad, man. That shit. Ooh, man. Okay. It takes me 2 places. Let me go to another place that was super sad. I forget his name, and I didn't want to look up his name to even look deeper into the story. because these stories hit home because you got little bit itty bitties. We're all vulnerable to these moments. Like there are, if you're a parent, you know there's been vulnerable moments in your parenting that it could have went the other way. Okay, I got a couple incidents. One, I was at this birthday party with my kids. My kids are in the backyard. Everyone's good. It's a bunch of parents, bunch of kids in the backyard. I go into the driveway. Kids are playing ball. One of the kids throws me a football. I throw it back to him. We're just in the driveway throwing it. Another kid playing basketball dribbles the ball off of his foot and it rolls into the street. The kid runs in the street after the ball. And I'm like, I'm immediately like, car's coming. Yeah. This kid's chasing the ball. And the car stops before it hits the kid. But not my kid. It could have went the other way. That ball could have waited one more second to roll out there. He could have dribbled one more second late and went out there. That car would have. And it doesn't take much speed for a car to hit you. You hit your head wrong. That's how my best friend died. He got hit by a car off the bike. That's bad enough. He landed on the curb. You know how the curb goes up, perpendicular, parallel. You know how it does that? That L shape. He hit his head right here. I'm imagining all this PTSD, looking at this kid like, you don't understand. The kid just runs back in the backyard. Oh. And all I'm thinking is like, that's how fast it can happen. There was a football player. Every day I go home. Every day when I'm in that driveway, I think of this. Every day. And I don't know his name and I don't want to know his name again. I know he is a big name too. I think he played tight end. Supposedly, he's backing up into his own driveway or going forward in his own driveway, didn't see his own kid there. Ran her over. Woo. I'm bringing this up because the spirit of who I am and what I am, I don't like to hide from anything because I think there's always a learn in all things. And all things you can handle, even though you don't raise your hand to want to handle it. But somebody else needs that inspiration. And I appreciate a lot of you guys right now in this moment where I'm having a lot of difficulties. And I trust that you understand that I'm going to make it through it and I'm being positive and I'm going to be fine. But not everyone thinks that way. So your story can be somebody else's story. It could be his story, history. It can help somebody, her story. That's why I share so much. And that's why I like going a little off the reservation with these topics. For this story, Ed Oliver, let me just tell you what I learned, because I knew that this is a problem in this country. I know how prevalent it is for kids to drown, especially Black kids. I did a charity event. Lord knows, okay, tone shift. We're going to get a little lighter now. I hope. So there was somewhere down south, a kid was in the water, a lake or something, drowned. No, was drowning. His cousin jumps in to save him. He can't swim. He's drowning. Another one jumps in, uncle, cousin. I think it was like 7 kids and adults drowned because none of them could swim, but they all kept trying to save somebody. So it must have been shallowish waters. They all drowned. I hear about this and I take a challenge in charity where I'm going to swim for awareness a mile in the Pacific Ocean. I don't know if y'all ever swam in the Pacific Ocean. One is dark as hell, green and black and purple. I don't know what. Once your hand hits the water, you don't see it anymore out there. I was like, what the hell? I swam from like Manhattan Beach to Venice, something like that, far. I was like, ooh. But I did it. And I was terrified. I was scared. And no lie, I didn't want to do it. But I wanted to bring attention. And I was scared. I thought I was going to get ate by a shark, octopus, everything. But I did it. And I also made a commitment to myself that one thing that's not going to happen. You just try to look, to my point, you just try to check boxes. You just try to hope that you can do it and then have God's grace and mercy. I was like, my kid's going to learn to swim. So there's a thing I want you guys to know about. And it's unfortunate. This could have saved little man's life, little Ed's life. It's called ISR. My kids all took it. It's intense. It's an intense course. It's not go down to the YMCA and learn to swim and, oh my God, he's learning, but he's not. This is, your kid's going to learn to swim. You ever seen them videos, they throw your baby in the water? This is that. We did that. ISR, Infant Swimming Resource. Kids are a fish at 6 months. Kids are a fish before you can even see them walk. They swimming. It's insane. And it just makes you think, like, how much is out there in the world that can really help you? Forget help you. In this case, keep you alive. There are resources that we all should share, should know about, that can help us. And more importantly, sometimes keep us alive. So prayers to Ed Oliver and his strength. And boy, I can't, when I say, you know, people are like, I can't imagine. Can't imagine. Can't imagine. But let's share, guys. So that's kind of the spirit of what I always am about. And that's why we're doing MenToo, hashtag MenToo, because I'm going through something that I'm certain a lot of people have dealt with on their own level, their own degree. Not very many have had it more public than me. Not many people. My wife, ex-wife, estranged wife, is trying to set a record of like the wildest divorce ever. So, you know, we might break that record. We'll see. I wish not, but it's wild. But that's why I'm forming MenToo, because like this story we just talked about, people live through these things. People need that help, need the resources, need the opportunity, because I know countless people have hit me in the thousands. I'm getting thousands of messages and emails and texts and DMs and from all the platforms. Everybody like, yo, go Wiley, go, because they're dealing with it. And some people don't get a chance to get their name cleared like I did. Some people don't. And then some people don't have what it takes to fight it. And then also stay strong through it, stay positive through it, and then share. A lot of times people are like, man, I got to deal with this on my own. I'm not built for that. I'm built to make sure we all get better from it, even if I didn't raise my hand and want to do it. Because trust me, I'd much rather be at home with my itty bitties being tortured. Loving them, not loving everything that comes with it. It's all good. Let's share. Hashtag MenToo. So y'all have an amazing day. I know I am. I'm about to go to yoga. Woo, my yoga class go fire. They be in there getting it. I'll be like, hey, you remember the beginning of the show? I said, hey, you come here often? I'll be in there like, what the hell you do? She's like, you must play football. You tight. I'll be like, you must not play sports. Your ass loose. Shut up. Love you guys. Have an amazing day, man. I know